Max Verstappen and Red Bull are boycotting Sky Sports F1 over comments made by Ted Kravitz. Max Verstappen and Red Bull are currently engaged in an indefinite boycott with Sky Sports F1 after comments made by popular pit lane reporter Ted Kravitz. During last weekend's U.S. Grand Prix, the experienced journalist suggested that the Dutchman had robbed the title from Lewis Hamilton last year, with Red Bull officials like Christian Horner now refusing to speak to his employer as a result. The drama began during the race weekend in Austin, where the Dutchman had been locked in a tense battle with Hamilton for the race victory at the Circuit of the Americas and eventually prevailed after passing the Brit 5 laps from the end. Kravitz made the controversial comments about Verstappen's 2021 win during his post-race show, Ted's Notebook, while discussing the Grand Prix, suggesting the 37-year-old would be more annoyed by the loss after being robbed the year before, referencing the controversial way that the Red Bull man had claimed his maiden crown. The Dutch driver had taken advantage of FIA race director Michael Masi applying the safety car procedure incorrectly to pass the Brit on the final lap of the season finale in Abu Dhabi. Tensions were also higher within the Red Bull team last weekend after the sport's governing body had found them guilty of breaking the cost cap last year. Kravitz said, "Hamilton doesn't win a race all year, and then finally comes back at a track where he could win the first race all year, battling the same guy who won the race he was robbed in the previous year, and manages to finish ahead of him. What a script and a story that would have been. But that's not the way the script turned out today, was it? Because the guy that beat him after being robbed actually overtook him, because he's got a quicker car, because of engineering and Formula One and design, and pretty much because of Adrian Newey, Red Bull's chief technical officer, over there. It was not the only swipe Kravitz took at Verstappen over the weekend, claiming he was not able to win a championship in a normal way after he was pronounced world champion in Japan in confusing circumstances after the race had finished. The Sky Sports pundit said, "Verstappen is around the Austin paddock. He seems very happy with himself. He doesn't seem to be a driver capable of winning a championship in a normal way." Initially, it did not appear that Red Bull had been bothered by the comments, with the 25-year-old talking to Kravitz directly during his media round on Thursday. However, he was conspicuous in his absence from Sky's post-qualifying coverage yesterday as the clips from Austin filtered through to Verstappen. Red Bull have since followed the lead of their star driver, with reports now suggesting they are set to snub the broadcaster indefinitely. Horner and company will not speak to Sky for the foreseeable future, with the boycott also believed to extend to Sky Germany and Sky Italia. The decision is also backed by Verstappen's father Jos. Sergio Perez featured in the channel's build-up for the race today, but the segment was filmed before the ban came into place. It remains to be seen how long the boycott will last, with the energy drinks giant potentially holding out for an apology from Kravitz. It is entirely possible that Sky will be unable to feature any Red Bull personnel for the rest of the season if they decide to maintain the ban in the long term.